I used to think that I was running from the light, trying to escape the things we built inside the night. I called it safety, but it felt more like a cage, turning every day into a static, empty page. You told me that you loved me, but you held the string too tight, feeding me the shadow when I needed something bright. I was searching for a corner where I finally could breathe, but I was suffocating in the things we both believed. I looked in the mirror and I saw a stranger's face, waiting for a moment just to find a little space. Now the fog is lifting and the path is getting clear. I'm leaving all the heavy things that kept me standing here. It wasn't your fault and it wasn't mine. We were just two circles that could never quite align. You needed a harbor and I needed the sea. Safe didn't mean you were holding on to me. We weren't meant to last. We were meant to learn, watching all the bridges that we didn't have to burn. I walked away and found the silence wasn't cold. It was the first time that I didn't do what I was told. You needed consistency, a house upon the hill. I needed the motion while you wanted to stay still. It's nobody's burden and there's no one left to blame. We're just different sparks inside a very different flame. I thought I was fleeing from a place of solid ground, but I was only looking for the person never found. Space is the mercy that you never could provide. The distance is the only way to keep our souls alive. No more apologies for needs we can't ignore. I'm walking through the open frame of a different door. It wasn't your fault and it wasn't mine. We were just two circles that could never quite align. You needed a harbor and I needed the sea. Safe didn't mean you were holding on to me. We weren't meant to last. We were meant to learn, watching all the bridges that we didn't have to burn. Different needs, different lives. Now the heavy weight of us no longer survives. I'm finding myself in the space between the stars, healing up the pieces of these unintentional scars. We weren't meant to last. No